Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well and thank you very much for joining me for another video. So as you would have seen from the title, today's video is going to be an unboxing and first impressions of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. Now if you follow me over on Instagram you will know that I have a pretty, I would say love-hate relationship with foundation, but I might just say a hate-hate relationship with foundation because literally for like the past year or two I've been trying to find like that perfect foundation, you know, that you just put on your skin and you just love instantly. Well, I haven't really been able to find that and I'm hoping that today's foundation is going to do that. Lots and lots of research on foundation, I came across the Giorgio Armani one and so many reviews said how good it was and that everyone just absolutely loved it. I think it does have quite a lot of hype behind the product itself, but I am definitely in no way a beauty expert. Just see this as you like chatting to your friend about a product. I don't know that much about makeup, I'm not going to pretend that I do, I'm just going to give my honest opinion and just give it a try. So if any of my techniques or anything like that are wrong, then I do apologise, but yeah, I thought I would just do this first impressions because it is a very expensive foundation, and if like me you're wanting to try it but you're just not sure whether to invest in it or not, then here's my honest thoughts. So I know the setup isn't really looking that good, but I really wanted to be sat directly in front of the window just to try and give you like the best sort of look at the foundation. Obviously I feel as though you can see my skin pretty clearly. I don't have any skin makeup on. I have just moisturised and primed my skin though, so it is ready to go. So fingers crossed that does make the foundation look as good as possible. So this is what the product came looking like in this really fancy box. So obviously I've just got the product inside. They did also send me 2 little samples as well, which I thought was nice. And I actually spent quite a while looking for the shade that I wanted. So on the Giorgio Armani website you can actually try the foundation on like through your phone, if that makes any sense. So I did that, and I also looked at their swatches. And they also had this sheet with all of the shades on, so they have like a cool, neutral and warm. I thought I probably could have got away with the cool because my skin is kind of pinky and just really pale, but I didn't want it to be too pinky on my skin. Equally, I didn't want to go for something really warm because that's like the whole problem that I've had in the past. All foundations that I ever try are too orange for my skin. Being as pale as I am, it's definitely hard to find the right foundation. So I went for shade number 3, which is a neutral shade, pretty much at the lowest end of the spectrum. But I'm just hoping that that kind of matches my nicely pale skin. So this foundation states right on the front of the box that it's going to give me a perfect glow and a flawless finish. So we will come back to that at the end of the video and see my thoughts on that. So I think we will just jump straight on in. Obviously I'm not looking at a mirror, so I might end up looking at the viewfinder quite a lot, but I do have my kind of little handheld mirror here that I am going to use to apply the foundation. So I'm going to be using a beauty blender, purely because having watched like previous reviews from other people, they've all said that this foundation works its best with a beauty blender, and I have heard that it's quite runny and thin. So I don't really want to be dragging the foundation around my face with a brush just in case it does leave any lines or anything like that. So I thought a sponge would be the best option. So just a little bit of background information about my skin. As you can see, it is quite, well obviously it's pale, but it is quite pink. As I said, I do have a lot of pink tones. I wouldn't necessarily say it's dry or it's oily. I would say it's kind of in the middle. To be honest, I think it kind of depends on the day and like how much water I've drank and things as to how nice my skin looks. I do have like a few scars and things, as you can see, just around here. Nothing too major, but it will be nice to see if it covers those up. So I will pop some on the back of my hand and we will see like the consistency. So just before I do that, that's what the foundation looks like. And then it does also have like a nice little pump. I think it's always really handy when foundations come with a lid, because if you're ever traveling or like you're staying over somewhere overnight, it can be a nightmare putting a foundation in your makeup bag without a lid because they do like to spill all over the place from my past experience. So I'm just going to pop some on the back of my hand. Okay, so I've just put 2 pumps on there. It is quite runny, but not as runny as I thought it would be, like the way people were talking about it. So I will just come a bit closer. Sorry for the extra close-up. So I'm just going to dab this onto my beauty blender, and then I'm just going to start with this area here. I should probably actually look in my mirror instead of trying to look on the camera. Okay, so that has actually gone on really, really nicely. Obviously, I'll just carry on blending it a little bit. Okay, so from like a complete first impression, that section of my skin, it definitely looks nice and glowy. Actually quite flawless. I hope that that comes up on the camera as nice as it does in real life. You can probably see it's got like a little bit of a sheen to it. So as for coverage, it's not like a super heavy coverage, but equally the brand doesn't sell it as a heavy coverage foundation, so that I wasn't really expecting it to be. I was just hoping that it would cover up any redness and any little marks, and to be honest, I think that it has. I think that does look really, really nice. So I would just continue with like the bottom of my face, and we'll see if this little mark here covers, and then obviously I'll do half of my chin, half of my forehead, and then we can look like directly on and do a bit of a comparison without the makeup on and then with the makeup on. I feel as though I really need to get some of those clips, you know, like them ones that you just kind of slide in the side of your hair. I could definitely do with some of them right now. Okay, so let's have a go at covering this little scar. Okay, so it definitely looks nice and glowy. I'm smiling, so that's a good sign. The sigh of relief when you like a foundation that you've just spent like £40 on. Okay, so I hope this is coming up as nice on the camera as it is in real life. But it does just look really nice and glowy and fresh, and to be honest, I would like to say it does look pretty flawless, as much as my skin can look flawless, if that makes sense. It's kind of made my skin look its best of itself, if that makes any sense, like my skin but better kind of vibe. So hopefully that is coming across on the camera as well. So I would just quickly do like half of my forehead just so we can really see a comparison. Okay, so here we have a bit of a kind of half and half face. So here is the side without the makeup. Obviously you can see like the redness and the slightly kind of blotchiness of my skin. And then this side, obviously as you can see, it still is very natural. You can definitely still see like my kind of normal skin underneath, but I don't think that's a bad thing. It has just given it a really nice glow, a really nice sheen. And to be honest, it has pretty much covered over the little scarring areas. Not fully, but enough for it to still look nice and sort of natural. So yeah, that side against that side, I'm pretty impressed, to be honest. So I will just continue with this side, and then we can do like a all over look and comparison. So far, I'm feeling pretty happy with my purchase. Also, I'm so happy about this colour because, trust me, trying to find a foundation for pale skin is just so hard. Trying to find something that's cool tone, that's not like going to come up orange on my skin as well, is always such a mission. So I'm so happy with the colour. I can really see why it's called the Luminous Silk, as I'm definitely getting like silky vibes from this foundation. So obviously, as you can see, I've still got my chin area to do, so I will just do that. And then lastly, I will just do the top of my forehead, just on this side. as I said, this definitely isn't like a complete full coverage foundation, but I definitely think it would be buildable if you wanted to make it thicker and like cover certain areas. I wouldn't necessarily buy this if you were looking for a super thick foundation that's going to cover every single kind of mark and like freckle on your face. This probably isn't going to be the foundation for you. But if you are just looking for something natural that's going to be glowy, and if you are pale and you're looking for a pale foundation that's not going to look warm on your skin, I definitely do recommend it for that. But to be honest, I think it's safe to say that this foundation has definitely given me a luminous glow and has given me a really nice finish. I'm so happy with this, actually. I'm so glad I bought it. I'm always a bit unsure when it comes to spending that much money on a makeup product, purely because I'm not a beauty guru. This is just me doing my makeup, and obviously it's a lot of money to spend on a product in case you don't like it and it doesn't work. But I think it's safe to say I'm definitely going to be using this foundation from now on, and I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this over and over again. I think finding a foundation that you truly love is actually really hard, and I've definitely fallen lucky with this one. So I'm just going to come in super close just so you can like really see what it looks like on my skin. Hopefully the camera is showing it up as nice as it looks in real life. But yeah, it is just really nice and glowy, and I absolutely love it. How many times can I keep saying that? So overall, would I recommend this product? Yes, I would. Has it given me a flawless, luminous finish? Yeah, it has, to be honest. It's not super thick. It looks very natural and very, very pretty. It doesn't look cakey and thick, and it also doesn't look or feel dry either. It has given my skin a nice kind of silky shine, but equally it doesn't look greasy, if that makes sense. And it's also stuck nicely to my nose. The amount of foundations that I've tried that just leave my nose red where it hasn't like covered the skin, whereas this has definitely covered everywhere really nice and evenly. I don't know how it would apply with a brush because obviously I have applied it with a sponge, but to be honest, I would definitely just continue to use a sponge with it. I think this look is exactly what I was looking for, and yeah, I am definitely obsessed and 100% recommend it to you guys. I'm not sure if I already mentioned, but this video isn't in any way sponsored or anything like that. I did purchase this with my own money, and all of these opinions are completely true, as you've been able to see exactly what it's gone on like. So yeah, other than that, I really hope you have enjoyed this video. I've definitely enjoyed filming it. I was a bit nervous to film it because, as I said, I'm not a beauty guru, so just take this as a little kind of foundation try on, so to speak. But yeah, let me know in the comments if there's any other products that you would like to see me review or test out, because I would definitely be up for that. And if you're not already, please do make sure to subscribe and turn the notification bell on. I'm going to be posting 4 times a week from now on, so there's definitely going to be plenty of content for you to watch if you do. And don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one.